aus London, Vanessa von Movie Maniacs hier und wir sind heute unterwegs auf den Spuren der Secret Service Agenten zu Kingsman.
Die Kingsman Agents sind die Ritter der Neuzeit.
Hinter mir befindet sich der Black Prince Pub und in diesem Pub zeigt Colin Firth mal eine ganz andere Seite von sich.
Manieren machen uns zu Menschen. Wisst ihr, was das bedeutet? Ich erteile euch eine Lektion.
This was definitely the fantasy side of things, you know. Somebody had written a role, dressed me up in the suit, give me the dialogue to do, and a brilliant team of stunt guys, basically all there just to make me look good.
So Taron, this is so exciting. We are here in the Huntsman shop in London.
Yes.
And you have a special connection to this shop. Tell us about that.
So I have a special connection to this shop because this is sort of mocked up to be, this is where Kingsman's sort of based out of, the Kingsman tailor from the film Kingsman and the Secret Service. So right behind you is the sofa where Harry sits in the scene where I first come here and he's nursing a glass of whiskey or brandy or whatever it is. So yes, that's why we're here.
I'm a cutter here, so I will meet you, take measurements, discuss the style, and then I will use your measurement to make a paper pattern, which we do entirely by hand. And then I will cut your suit in the fabric you've chosen. I will then pass it on to a tailor who will make it. And we have tailors for making jackets, making waistcoats and trousers, so everyone specialises in different garments. How do you feel about the length of the coat? Do you like the length?
I kind of like it.
Yes?
Yeah. Is it harder to get a right suit for a man or for a woman? Or
no, I think for a woman it's a lot more shape to take into consideration, and a lot of women want it very fitted, and a very fitted garment is a lot more challenging than something a bit looser.
Wir sind ein unabhängiger internationaler Geheimdienst. Wir operieren auf der höchsten Geheimhaltungsstufe.
When you did the research for this movie, did you find out something interesting about the Secret Service you didn't know before?
No, I did. Do you know, I know Sophie Cookson did quite a lot of reading into the Secret Service and female spies. I focused most of my research onto kind of young men I'm trying to cover up the holes that you're so obviously poking in my research. No, I didn't, is the honest. No, that's okay, don't worry about it.
So for me, it's anything the actor touches or interacts with is a prop. And in this particular case, everything is kind of normal with an extra edge to it, because obviously they're spy props. Obviously, when we did the set where they go down in the lift and they go to the place where they can then pick their things to go on their next mission.
I love that scene, yeah.
That scene. So from Ariane creating the shirts with Matthew and the suits and things, so you go along, you pick a suit, you pick a shirt, you pick the beautiful George Cleverley shoes, you get your Swain and Adney umbrella, but your pistol, your gun, your cufflinks, your key ring, you know, and your watch. You get all your pieces together and you walk outside, and obviously you might even have a black taxi.
Versuche nun bestmöglich den formellen Gruß eines deutschen Adligen nachzuahmen. Nein, Eggsy.
Das ist krass.
Colin Firth, I think he's like the ultimate gentleman.
Yeah.
What do you think makes a man a gentleman?
What makes a man a gentleman? Well, I suppose very good manners. Manners maketh man. Being polite and caring and kind and putting others before yourself. And probably a really good suit, I would say.
That's a good answer.
Is that a good answer?
That is.
Good, good.
And always being really nice to ladies and you
Being
might
very
add.
nice to, yes, of course. Well, I mean, obviously that goes without saying.
So Eggsy, he is becoming quite a gentleman in the movie. He's learning a lot from the master.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a gentleman?
I hope so. In the modern sense, I certainly hold doors open for people and try and be polite and kind. Yeah, I think so. Striving to be.
Very good.
Good, thank you. I'm glad you approve.
Was ist damit? Was können die Besonderes?
Leg's zurück.
Did there anything else happen on set we don't get to see on camera? Maybe when the cameras were turned off, which was funny or awkward?
Actually, I would never normally say this, but Matthew Vaughan said it in an interview. There was in the descender rig that submerges us into the water for the underwater scene. The set was actually sunk into water, and it broke one day, and loads of camera equipment was damaged, and we all thought we were going to die. There we are, but there we are. That's fine. I can say it now because Matthew said it.
But nobody got hurt, right?
No, God, no. Of course not. Everyone was totally fine, but it was quite scary.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time talking with us.
Thank you, Vanessa.
It was a pleasure.
It was lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet
Thank you.
you. Im Juli könnt ihr euch die Geheimagenten ins eigene Wohnzimmer holen. Da kommt nämlich Kingsman The Secret Service auf Blu Ray raus mit vielen tollen Specials und Behind-the-Scenes-Eindrücken. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß damit, schicke euch liebe Grüße aus London, eure Vanessa.